Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalaran. Today we'll be talking a little bit about the brand new Warfront cinematic that I did not watch up until now. The cutscene itself was actually a little bit of a surprise. I did not expect it for the Warfront, but I felt like after watching it, it was very much needed and in some sense made me really care and really want to play the Warfront. The cutscene established a little bit more exposition to the story, a little bit more exposition as to why we're going back to Darkshore to fight in the Warfront. I like a lot of things about this cutscene. First of all, I like how they're putting a lot more trolls in the front line. I feel like ever since Zappy Boy, Blizzard have been trying to add a lot more troll characters for us to take a look at. They look very interesting and they fit, and it's interesting that it's more about than orcs in the Horde, it's more about that diversity part. I like how they have a Blood Elf Paladin with golden eyes there as well, so they have like a whole band of different members of the Horde taking the Skyrim with them. And then it begins. The actual cinematic begins with everybody being taken over into the shadows and mauled by something, you don't know what. There was even a Kodo in the cinematic, and I read some of the comments. People said they haven't seen a Kodo in a cutscene since something like BC, so I guess there's plenty of diversity. Everybody gets to be in a cutscene for Blizzard. And then you have Malfurion in bear form, not looking like a tree hugger, but actually vicious. And what really did it for me with the cinematic is him bringing an orc, suffocating him into the ground with roots. That is probably one of the most brutal ways that I've seen anybody in the Warcraft universe die. And I felt like, yes, this is exactly what we needed for these Warfronts to matter. Because if you think about it, a lot of the Warfronts we play, like the Arathi, we are playing the Warfront and we're trying to take control of the zone, but why? We never get explained this. We just are told, hey, go there, you can kill a rare for a free 370. For participating in a Warfront, you get a 370 item or piece of gear, and you can get a bunch of your war resources. But why are we going to Warfront in Arathi? They never had a cutscene, they never had an explanation, they never really gave this kind of a, I guess, the exposition, the reasoning, the cause. And with this cinematic being there for Darkshore, it makes me want to play Darkshore Warfront even more. It makes me want to hop on PTR if it still was available and play it through the Alliance, through the Horde. It actually makes me want to play it. And I felt like that was exactly what we needed for Warfronts. We need a cinematic, even a small one. We need a reason to fight for this place. And while the cinematic does look like it's heavily favored towards Alliance with Night Elves taking back their home, I think it does a lot of cool things. One of the things I like, and this is before we get into the meat and bones of it, I like how Night Elves are portrayed as vicious. Because way back in Warcraft 3, they weren't always tree-hugging Night Elves and whatnot. They were actually pretty vicious. They were afraid, and orcs were afraid of Night Elves. They were afraid to be out in Ashenvale woods cutting down trees because they knew they could be assaulted anytime, any place, anywhere. So Night Elves were feared before, and now they're going to be feared again with this cinematic, with the cutscene, with how they're fighting back for their home, because essentially they just lost their home and they're trying to take whatever is left of it back. I also like that Tyrande is going through the whole path of vengeance, where I feel like there'll be moments where she can potentially, you know, it doesn't have to be a good versus bad type of thing. It can be kind of a lot of grays, like actually morally grays, not like Sylvanas morally gray, but real morally grays. What I'm saying by this is she's taken on the vengeance, the Night Elf vengeance type of form with the brand new eyes and a brand new power that you'll experience in like a quest line before the Warfront itself. But I feel like it adds a little bit more potential. You don't have the Alliance looking like the good guys all the time. You have the Alliance members actually going on the offensive, actually doing something cool and something interesting, and I very much appreciate that. But you also have the cutscene that does display Night Elves trying to take back their home, but in a sense it also is a cutscene for the Horde as well. If you are a member of the Horde, whether you are someone who finds loyalty towards Sylvanas or simply loyalty towards the Horde, not generally Sylvanas, now you have all these Night Elves that are going to be ruthless. They're going to hunt you down, they don't care who you are, they just want you dead. So now you kind of have to fight back against the threat. Of course, narratively, I feel like Alliance still has the upper hand. It's a lot more interesting, but if you're a member of the Horde, it's almost like eat or be eaten. You gotta fight or be killed, I guess, ruthlessly too. I really like that ruthless. Oh no, I still can't get over it. I literally can't get over that he used entangling roots to suffocate an orc under. That is the worst way to go. That's actually cruel. But then again, there's no real rules in war, which adds a bit more extra pizzazz and extra excitement to the idea of Warfront. I feel like Blizzard has done an exceptional job, and I would love to see more of that type of cinematic exposition, a reason why we're fighting on these Warfronts. Really give me a little bit of that juicy goodness of it's a war. It's not going to be, you know, pretty. It's going to be a little bit ugly. It's going to be a war where there's not going to be a good guys and a bad guys. It's just going to be an all-out war with no rules. And I love that. I love that conflict that creates. I love that, those ideas that it brings. I love everything about it, honestly. This cutscene alone got me excited for the Warfront. I want to play it as soon as it's available. I want to see the narrative experience of it. I want to participate in the Warfront. And they're doing a lot more stuff with Warfronts at a later time as well. They're adding heroic Warfronts, which I might cover in like a bunch of different update type of video. Like everything that's coming from dungeons, raids, and heroic Warfronts together. I'll probably talk about it in a separate video, but I thought that cutscene was amazing. So let me know your guys' thoughts in comments below. What are your thoughts on the cutscene? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you guys are liking these updates from Battle.net and BlizzCon and everything. Thank you guys all. I appreciate it, a lot of you. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. Likes allow my videos to reach a wider audience, which is helpful when I'm trying to make updates for all the people to find out what's happening in the game. Again, thank you all of you. I appreciate all of you. Leave me your comments, and I'll see all of you in another video.